Hello and welcome to Iconic Offices Yoga. My name is Tara O'Rourke and I'm a yoga and meditation teacher. I've been teaching at Iconic Offices for over 3 years now for the community there. And what they'd love to do now is offer this practice out to the wider community. So over the course of the next while, we'll be doing yoga and meditation classes for you to access. So all you need is your mat. If you had a block to sit on, great. If you don't, you can use a couple of books and just put a blanket over the book so you can sit nice and tall so your hips are a little bit higher than your knees and you allow for that length all the way through your spine. So I'll just give you a moment now to get set up. The class today will be 45 minutes, so if you can put aside that time, and we'll get started. So closing your eyes as you sit here, placing your hands lightly on your thighs, and exhale fully. Inhale through both nostrils. Exhale fully through the mouth. 2 more of those. Inhale. And slowly begin to tuck your chin in towards your chest. And just allowing for that release in the back of your neck. And as you inhale, lifting your head, stretching your gaze, opening your eyes. So we're going to work with the breath for just a minute or so. If you're new to the practice of yoga, this class is for you and I'll offer modifications. And if you have an existing practice, you're welcome back. So just placing your hands lightly on your thighs. Inhale through both nostrils. Like you're drawing the breath all the way from your tailbone up to the tip of your head. Exhale like you're blowing out a single candle. Three more. Inhale. Inhale for peace. Exhale for calm. Inhale for love. Exhale for kindness. Drawing your hands to your heart center in prayer position, Anjali Mudra. Setting an intention for our practice today. So something simple, something positive. And if this Sankalpa intention was to come true, what would it look like for you? So through these times of uncertainty, readjustment, adaptability, the intention of metta, love and kindness is a really nice one to begin your day with, or in the evening before going to bed. So your own intention in your own mind space and repeating that intention to yourself. And then I'll offer the intention of metta for everybody. May I be well. May I be safe. May I be peaceful. and at ease. Offering that intention, loving kindness to a loved one. May they be well, may they be safe, may they be peaceful and at ease. That intention of loving kindness to colleagues, workers, may they be well, may they be safe, may they be peaceful and at ease. That intention to a total stranger, may they be well, may they be safe, may they be peaceful and at ease. Taking your hands to your thighs once more, and just begin to take your head back over that left side and rolling back and very gently forward. So allowing for that gentle waking up of the neck. Softening through the facial muscles, just really gently exploring into that space. So a lot of the time we don't get to take the head behind. So just feeling that in the throat as you move through this. And then come back to center with your gaze and go the other way. So over to the right side, take your head back. Forward. Back. With your breath. As you move through it, you might have a few little clicks, like little crystals in your neck. So a lot of the time when we're on computers, we can tense up our neck, our shoulders. So this is really nice, but be so gentle here. So you're very, very gently going through it. And just one more as you inhale. And exhale, taking it back to center, taking the right hand to the floor, just in line with your hip. And like you're tracing the side of the body on the left, draw your left hand up, spread your fingers, get that nice stretch through the body, and maybe a little tilt over. And come to the other side. So tracing through the right side of the body, rising up and stretch. So feel that stretch before you tilt, maintaining that connection on your block or the mat with your sitting bones. And just move from side to side like that. Using your breath, so as you inhale back to center, exhale over. And taking it back to center, take the hands up in line with the shoulders and just begin to make circles through your hands, your fingers. So you're getting that activation through your arms, switching them on. Really nice for that space in the neck once more. And go the opposite direction. And hold it there. For 3, for 2, and for 1. Turn the palms facing up. Inhale. So grounding down through, again, the sitting bones as you rise up from your center. Exhale, take the hands to the floor. So we're going to take it into all fours, just removing your block for now. Just placing that to one side. And taking yourself up. So your shoulders are over your wrists and your knees are underneath your hips are over your knees. Spread your fingers nice and wide here. And as you inhale, draw the navel down, the heart rises, the tailbone lifts. Exhale, hug the navel all the way back towards the spine, tuck the head under. Feel that space all the way through your center. 3 more, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, draw the navel down. Exhale. And 1 more, inhale. And exhale. Lovely. Take your knees nice and wide, big toes together. Take your hands out in front of you, spread your fingers, and slowly draw your hips back towards your heels. All the way back. Take your head down, come up into your fingertips. So you feel that switching on underneath the arms, from the armpits all the way through. Notice that breath all the way through your back. And lift your head, stretch your gaze. Walk your hands over to the right side. And find a little pause there. Notice that space between, and begin to take your left hand a little bit beyond your right. As you experience that opening in the left side of the body. Hold it for 3, for 2, and for 1. Walk the hands back to center. Take them over to the other side. And on this side, just your right hand comes beyond your left. So you can feel that stretch in the right side of the body. Soften your shoulders here. Inhale. Exhale. And take it back to center. Stretch your gaze. Take your hands up. Come back up to all fours here. Curl the toes. So we'll curl the toes and just lift the knees as you push into the earth. So you feel that switching on of the arms. Holding it there for 3, for 2, and for 1. And taking it down. So we'll do that twice more. Inhale, lift up. Push the earth away with the hands. Keep a nice bend in the knees. For 3, for 2, lift your tailbone. For 1, taking it down. 1 more, inhale, lift. Draw the tailbone up, push the earth away with the hands. There's no pressure on your wrists here, so you're really grounding down through the pads of your fingers as you lift the tailbone up. Draw the hips back. And begin to pedal out the feet here. Floating it forward into the lightest plank you can bring to the body. Push back into the soles of the feet. And take the knees down. Take yourself back into all fours. So we're going to repeat that one. Repetition is really good just to allow for that breath to slow down the vritti, the chatter of the mind. So curling your toes from all fours, pushing into the earth with your hands, lift your knees, take a bend into the knees, lift the tailbone, draw the hips back. This time you're framing your ears with your arms as you push the earth away. Lift the tailbone a little higher. And slowly take it back, all fours. Your gaze is forward for a pause. Curl the toes, lift, draw back. Hold it for 3 as you lift the tailbone. For 2, for 1. Taking it back. And last one, curl the toes, draw back, beautiful, tailbone lifts. Push the earth away with your hands. And from here, floating it forward into plank. So your legs are really switched on. Push into the earth with your fingers, heels and the soles of the feet back. And draw the knees down here. So we're going to hug the elbows into the midline as you lever your chest and your chin down onto the mat. So your whole front of your body is on your mat. Pushing into the 10 toes here. Hands are by your chest. And inhaling, lifting up for a low cobra to begin with. Exhale, come down. 2 more, pushing into the front of the feet. Draw the elbows in, inhale. Exhale, down. 1 more, inhale. Lifting your chest. Exhale, take it back. Take the hands down as far as the ribs and bring yourself back onto your knees. Knees nice and wide once more. So you're coming into child's pose, balasana. Take the hips all the way back towards the heels. Take the head down to the floor. Inhale, take it back up, all fours. Take the left hand to center, so it's roughly in line with the center of your chest. Take your right hand to your sacrum. Your gaze is forward. And we're going to rotate from the navel, turning to the right. So starting from that low point as you open the waist, open the chest. Hold it for 3, for 2, for 1, and take it back. Take yourself back into all fours. The right hand comes to center, just underneath your chest center, and your left hand to your sacrum. And again, this side left, opening through the side, the waist, the chest. Soften into your shoulders as you really work on getting space all the way through your chest. For 3, for 2, and for 1. Taking it back. Curl the toes, downward dog. Keep a little bend in your knees if you've anything going on with your lower back or your hamstrings are particularly tight. So just keep that, maintain that nice bend in the knees. From here, we're going to float it forward into plank. Take it back, downward dog. And breathe for 3, for 2, for 1. Find your gaze. So we're going to step our right foot through to the right thumb. The left knee comes down to the floor. And we're up. Take the hands to the heart center. Find your gaze. So again, allowing for that nice length all the way through your spine, from your tailbone all the way up to the tip of your head. And we're going to turn to the right. Take the hands out in line with the shoulders. If that's too much on your shoulders, you can take your right hand behind your left hand to your thigh. Otherwise, we're here. And steady your gaze. Find one point of focus here. For 3, for 2, for 1. Take the left hand to the floor, big toe side, and open out through the right side of the body. Beautiful. Curl the toes on the left. Straighten out the left leg. Keep a nice bend in that front knee, so it's tracking over your ankle here, and open the chest. Tracing your ear with your right arm. Keep the back leg nicely switched on. And then framing that right foot as you shift your gaze forward. Take it back, downward dog. Float it forward, plank. Take the knees, chest and chin to the floor. Hands by the chest, push into the front of the feet, upward dog. Downward dog. And stepping your left foot through to the left thumb, the right knee comes down, rise up. Turn, so steady your left foot on the mat before you turn to the left. Open out the arms. Again, you're experiencing that twist through your center, but you're maintaining that length still from the tailbone all the way to the tip of your head. Hold it for 3. Steady your gaze. Your breath might be a bit more labored in a twist, but just allowing for the breath to find its way through the pose. For 1, take the right hand to the floor, big toe side. Open through the left side of the body, beautiful. Curl the toes in the right, straighten out the right leg. And breathe. Tracing your ear with that left arm. For 2. And for 1, your gaze shifts forward. Plant the hands, take it back. Downward dog. Float it forward, plank. Take your left hand to the center of the mat as you spin, and one foot is in front of the other here. Take the right foot to the floor. And open through the right side of the body. So it's a supported Vasisthasana side plank. Really nice for the lymphatic system all the way through your neck, your throat, like this inner cleanse, all the way through the chest. Keep pushing into that left hand, into the finger pads, and find 1 point of focus for 3, for 2, and for 1, and gracefully take it back. Downward dog. Float it forward into plank. And we're just coming to the opposite side here, right hand to center. Spin your feet as you open the left side of the body. Now you're planting your left foot on the floor, pushing into the pads of the fingers on the right. Your wrist on the right is underneath your shoulder, and open out through the left side of the body. Hold it for 3. Find your gaze for 2. And for 1, take it back. Downward dog. Lift the right leg up with intention. Come up into the ball of the left foot. Bend into the right knee. And the knee is the highest point now. So you're getting into the right inner thigh, just gently here. And then closing that hip, draw the right knee into the chin, the chest. Push into the earth with your fingers. Exhale, take the right leg back up. Straighten out the leg. So the heel is no higher than the hip here, or it's in line with the hip. And draw the right knee in towards the chin and the chest. Floating forward like a plank version of this. And exhale. Straighten out the right leg. And last one, inhale, knee into the chin and the chest. And we're going to step that right foot through to the right thumb as you turn on the back foot. So your back foot is about 45 degrees, and slowly take yourself up. So we're coming up to warrior 1. Inhale, rise up. Cactus arms here. So your elbows are in line with your shoulders, and lift your chest. So you're shining your chest up. Spread your fingers. Push into the back foot. Push into the right foot.
Lift your chest. Tip of your head draws up energetically as you take your hands to prayer at your heart center. So we're going to begin just to straighten out that right leg. Keep a little micro bend in it. Take your hands behind, interlace your fingers. Draw your shoulders away from your ears. So watch this doesn't happen with your shoulders. So we're not taking them back like this, puffing out the chest. We're drawing the shoulders away from the ears. Ground down through the feet, and there's a slight turn to the right. Nice, straight, long spine. As you hinge forward over that right side. Once more, draw your shoulders so you find that space all the way through your neck. Lift your hands, your arms up. Find your gaze. 3 breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. Slowly come up as you came into it with a nice long back. Bend into the right knee once more. Take your hands above, rising up. Taking your hands into prayer here. So we're going to come up into Warrior 3. So you might need to rebound on the back foot as you balance on the right. So just even experience that balance. Maybe this is enough for you. Or taking the left leg back, tracing the hands down alongside the body. And find that length all the way through your spine. Point the toes on the left towards the floor. Hold it for 3, for 2, and for 1. Bend into the standing leg, plant the left foot back. Warrior 1, inhale, and take it back. Downward dog. 3 breaths. Noticing how the flow of your breath can change and alter as you move through your practice. You're finding your rhythm, using your breath to find space through the body. Lifting the left leg up with intention so you're on the ball of the right foot. Bend into the left knee. So the knee is quite high now, and you're finding space in that left inner thigh. Hold it, and then close that hip as you draw the left knee into the chin and the chest. Exhale, the legs straight back up. For 2, knee into the chin and the chest. Exhale, straight back up. And last one, knee into the chin and the chest. Hold it here. And we're going to step that left foot to the left thumb. Turn on the back right foot so your hips are square as you rise up. Warrior 1. Draw the right hip forward, the left hip back. Find your gaze. Settle your breath. Take your hands behind, interlace your fingers, and begin to straighten out that left leg. Maybe keep a little micro bend in it. Grounding down through the feet, and there's a slight twist to the left as you hinge forward. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. Take the arms up. 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And with your next in-breath, coming out of that, the tip of your head draws energetically forward. Find that nice length all the way through your back. Bending into the front knee once more. Release the hands, and what a beautiful release that is when you take your hands up. Pushing into the back foot. Warrior 3, so we're going to balance on the left side this time, maybe rebending on the back here, and taking it up. The right leg draws back. Take your hands down alongside your body as you flex your right foot, steady your gaze. Three, for 2, for 1. Bend into the standing leg. Take the right foot back to the floor and rise up. Cactus arms. Shoulders are in line with the elbows. Shine your chest. Draw the right hip forward, the left hip back. And the tip of your head is drawn up as you take your hands into prayer with your heart center. And take it back. Downward dog. Float it forward, plank. Take the knees, chest and chin to the floor. Or if Chaturanga Dandasana is part of your practice, you're levering your elbows in. Coming up onto the front of your feet. Upward dog. Inhale. And exhale back. Downward dog. Find your gaze forward, stepping your right foot through to your right thumb. So we're coming up into a high lunge. Your right knee is bent, rising up. Keep that back leg switched on. Beautiful. And twisting to the right. Take the hands in line with the shoulders, palms facing up. And turn the palms to face down. Find your gaze. And coming forward, rise up. Go a little bit deeper. And take the hands down. So we're going to walk that right foot out to the side. Turn the foot out like a lizard foot. And begin to make circles with that right knee. You can take the left knee down as an option here, or keep the leg straight as you move into that right hip. So we hold so much emotion in our pelvis, so the hip openers are strong. But they're also a really nice gentle release. So going gently into the hip and going the opposite direction. Using your knee as a guide. And then turning that foot out a little bit farther. Maybe taking the forearms to the floor. If you have a block, you can use a block here for your forearms, or you're holding it here. So we're going to stay here for 3 full breaths. Push into the forearms, inhale. Exhale like you're blowing out a single candle. Inhale. And last one, inhale. Take your hands up, Bring your foot back in to center. Draw your left knee down. And slowly here now begin to draw the right heel back. So you're getting a nice opening through the right leg. You can come up into your fingertips here, stretch your gaze. Draw the little toe in towards you. And come back. It's just moving through that. The heel comes up. Take the sole of the foot down. Heel up. And take it down. Plant your hands. Curl your toes on the left. Take it back. Downward dog. Lifting your left leg, step it through to the left thumb, high lunge, rising up. You're on the ball of your back foot. And we're going this time to turn to the left. Palms facing up to begin with. Palms facing down. Keep that back leg nicely switched on. And slowly take your gaze forward. Lovely, rise up. Go a little bit deeper. And take your hands down. And we're going to walk the left foot out to the side. So the left foot is on the little finger side of the left hand. Turn your foot out like a lizard. Press into the earth. And if you can imagine like there's a pencil on that left knee and it's drawing circles on the ceiling. So your body is moving, but you're really getting into that left inner thigh, finding space through the pelvis, and go the opposite direction. And then find some stillness here as you turn that foot on the left out a little bit further. Your gaze is forward, keep that back leg on. You can take the right knee down as an option if this is just too much for you today. So this as an option. And see what it feels like on this side. So a lot of the time, we are very different on both sides. So just exploring into your own body. You might need to take your right knee down to get your forearms down, or you can keep your arms straight. Exhale fully. If you're taking your forearms to the floor, interlace your fingers, push into your forearms, breathe for 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale, like you're blowing out a single candle. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Take your hands up. Walk that left foot back in. Take yourself up, high lunge, and downward dog. So our very last plank, floated forward into plank. Knees, chest and chin to the floor, or chaturanga, dandasana. Inhale, rise up, find your gaze. And exhale. Downward dog, 3 breaths here. And begin now to walk the feet to the top of the mat. Come up to a halfway lift. Tip of your head is energetically drawn forwards. And exhale, fold as you hinge. Uttanasana, full fold forward. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, hinge. Inhale, last one, halfway. And take a nice deep bend into the knees as you take it back to seated. So you're on your sitting bones here. Draw the knees in towards your chest. And find your drishti. Really enjoying that space that you've made for yourself, commanding this time for your practice. Take the legs up so the lower legs are in line with the floor. Take the hands into it as you lift your chest. Maybe straighten out the legs or keep them here. For 3, for 2, and for 1. Take the heels to the floor nice and wide. And now allow for this big curve all the way through your back. So it's like a child's pose. Curve all the way through your spine as you allow that breath to run through your back and your spine. And breathe. Allowing your breath to find its own natural rhythm here. And slowly curling up. Taking it down onto your back. Draw the knees in towards the chest. And just gently rock. Side to side. Take the knees over to the right. And your arms once more in cactus, palms facing up. Turn your gaze to the left. And really now just allowing your shoulders to drop in here, your breath to settle. And take the knees and the head back to center, over to the left side with the knees. Turn your gaze to the right. Aware of the sounds around you as you lie in this space, with your eyes closed. Aware of your breath as it finds its own natural rhythm once more. And slowly take the head and the knees back to center. Your final pose, Shavasana, lying with your legs straight, your arms straight, palms facing up. Settling your shoulders into the earth, allowing for the full support of the earth here. As you breathe in your own natural breath. It's like you're allowing for yourself to be breathed rather than breathing. You've created that space through your practice, allowing for the breath now to find its way through the soles of the feet, the lower legs, the knees, the thighs, the back of the legs, the hips. Your abdomen is light, spacious. The glands and the organs of the abdomen, the warmth organism. Noticing that gentle fire in your belly, warm. And as you move up through your chest, the different quality of air. Oxygenating your lungs, breathe to believe. As you move up, your heart center, connecting the vertebrae of the throat, the neck,
connecting the brain, mind, attention and awareness, intention and awareness, to the top of your head and all the way down the back of your body, through your arms, all the way out to your fingertips, all the way down to the soles of your feet as you lie here in relaxation. And I'll invite you now to bring some movement to the toes, the fingers. And taking a nice gentle stretch, draw your knees in towards your chest. Bring yourself over to the right side. And slowly taking yourself up to seated. Taking your hands to prayer at the heart center. So we'll close the practice today with the sound of Om on the exhale. Inhale. And bowing forward, Namaste. Thank you, yogis, for sharing this practice today, and look forward to seeing you again very soon. Thank you.